Hey y'all, it is I, Paul, and here's my jet. I probably showed you in a different tutorial on doing smoke trails, and I might find another way to do that too, because there's little odd inconsistencies with that. And I think the particle method may work better, even though I haven't gotten around to it. There's some other tutorials on it. So anyhow, I was texturing this thing like a total noob here, and I was messing around. You can see it's kind of neat, and I figured out how to do the stencils and stuff, so that wasn't so bad. But the rivets, I was kind of just like lazy and making little dots. And then after I did a neat render to show to the Reddit forum people, hey Reddit, you know, I scoofing around and I found a way to make a whole lot better rivets. And it's really fast and quick. And I was like, oh, well, anyhow, when I get around to texturing this thing for real, at least I know how to do it. And I figured I'd share it with you guys real quick. So how do you make rivets? You draw. Basically, there are different ways to do it, but I'm going to show. Just, let's see. You have the space method, which is that it? Hold on a sec. I have that turned on. You have that, which is okay. But to get the rivet, the actual rivet pattern, you mess with your stroke and you give it a profile, something like this. So by default it is one of these, and you just make dots, which is what I was doing. And the other thing is the spacing. You gotta have spacing. By default it's like 10. So if you drag it, it just makes a line. That's expected. But if you want to have a series of dots, you turn that spacing up to somewhere around, I find 300 is a good count, and you get a series of dots. And if you can drag at a consistent speed, that's not so bad, but if you can't, it's better to use a line. And when you're making your lines, you get a straight line of dots. Well, that's, I know why that's not working, because that wing's a separate object. But here on the fuselage here, yeah, it makes a whole line of dots. But to get that, where the rivets are round like that, you drag this point here on the curve down, and curve something like this. And now when you drag your dots, you get like the actual rivets. The thing is when you do that, it depends on your resolution, because up close it doesn't look so pretty, but from a distance this is fine for what I'm doing. But if you get like in real close and you have a small cursor, see, it's not going to look so hot, but just let you know that. And the other thing is you can actually do these rivets along curves and stuff too with the curve method. So you just go to curve method and you have to hold down control and then drag with the right button to get the points. And then hit enter and it draws on the curve. And the curve kind of stays up, but if you select all, you can just delete it. But basically it's a matter of using spacing, and I tend to prefer lines or what is it, the curve. That works good if you want to do it fast and do a lot of wing rivets on an aircraft, or perhaps body rivets on some vehicle or something. It doesn't do bolt patterns or something like that, or screw heads. For that, I would still recommend using the stencil tool, like stencil other stuff. There's already a tutorial on that. You can see it's really fast to get rivets on everything this way. And there's also drag dot if you want to precision place something, and it just lets you drag it where you want it. Get it in the exact spot, like if it's real finicky. That's what drag dot is for. It is also handy. Dots, I'm not sure if there's an advantage to that over the others. It's kind of sloppy. It's like space, but it's more sloppy. So I just prefer space. So if you can go, it kind of does it. Yeah, spacing is more consistent on space. That's how you get rivets really fast in Blender. It's funny, I just figured that out after doing all this and making it cheesy, but when I do it for reals, I'll have something that looks a lot nicer. You can see I was playing around here. Alright, later for now, that's it.